Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle Podcast with Hype. This is episode 99. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not Hype. I'm not geeked up. Very special guest in the building. This is a day one in the building. Introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Ryan Taylor. How y'all doing?
He comes all the way professional, giving y'all his government. Y'all know I kill niggas when they come in with the whole government. Copy that. He's one of these guys, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching on the E-Block Radio Network, he's one of those. Let's start it off now. Hit the rundown. E-Block Radio Network every Monday, 2 o'clock on the E-Block Radio Network. GFC Radio Network, 2 o'clock every Tuesday. Wednesday, 216 The Blend, 12 midnight, 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Thursday, WTNUphilly.com at 12:30. I Say Podcast Radio Network, 10 a.m. on Fridays. THC Media, 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Sundays are still wide open. You know what I'm saying? Looking to fill in that slot. Get with me, West Coast. How to Hustle seminars can still be purchased. DM me and I can get you all of those situations, marketing and promotion and relationship building. We did a live Q&A, you know, a whole bunch of different situations. Tap in with me with those if you're building a brand, a podcast, or however you got it. How to Hustle live shows. How to Hustle live show, March the 12th, 7 o'clock at the Barn, 4901 Catherine Street. Show starts at 7. Doors will be at 6. Shouts out to my sponsors. Simply in the Shea Catering. She'll be in there with all the sweet treats, and Cloud 10 Treats will be in the building with all the Cloud 10 treats. Tickets are available right now. Tickets are $15. You hit the link in my bio. You scan the QR code. Get at me, and I can slide up on you with the physical tickets. H2H Cleaning at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. That is my cleaning company. If you make it worth my while, I will definitely slide. But Ryan is a Philly situation. Roof and plumbing, HVAC, cleanups, cleanouts, carpet and flooring, anything you need, we can make happen. Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Co. on Twitter. That's my clothing line, jerseys, jackets, t-shirts, and sweatsuits. You name it, we can make it happen. Baby shit too. You know what I'm saying? We like to get your kids from, you know what I'm saying, get them from the cradle to the grave. All right. Episode 99. Ryan still has a jersey. He still hasn't sent me a picture of because he still hasn't worn it, but that's a whole nother situation. We'll kill him about that later. Episode 99. This is the topic: community outrage. This is a local situation that we had down here in the 23rd Street, 24th Street area. We had a Chinese area. 23rd Street, 24th Street area. A park is what they call it. Okay. We had a Chinese store that was closing. The niggas have lost their mind about this situation. Talk to me, Ryan.
So if some people on here want where we're from the Point Breeze area, okay?
My bad. Ryan's in the political situation.
From the Point Breeze area.
He wants to run for mayor and all that type shit.
this Chinese store is I guess some people want to call it I'm not calling it a staple to the community, but this place has been around since before I was able to go to the store by myself. And you know, I've had good times there. I've seen some messed up things happen at this place. And you know, the people are just in the uproar about, hey bro, I heard this place is closing, and I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, but you're a committee man, bro. You supposed to know this type of stuff. And I'm like,
my bad. Yeah, you got to throw that out there for the audience, for the people who don't know. Let them know, you know what I'm saying, why this is a situation that you will be tapped into. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little bit of your credentials, brother. So I said he's running for the mayor, but I'm not really playing when I said
that. I am not running for mayor yet. I'm still early in my political career. I am a committee man for the 36th Ward, 7th Division. My job title, I'm also a special assistant for Democratic Whip, State Representative Jordan Harris. So I'm in the mix with the politics stuff. I care about my neighborhood. I care about my community. Trying to get people that look like me to care more about people that look like me. And there's nothing against this store. The people that own it don't look like me and my brother on the other end of the camera.
Copy. It's a Chinese store.
It's a Chinese store. They've made money off of people in my community, and my community, people that come from poverty. Now, this store has never given back to the community at all.
They ain't never did a book bag drive. They've never given free shrimp rolls, nothing.
You go past there, and Hype is Muslim. I'm not, so I celebrate Halloween. Well, when I go there with my trick-or-treat basket, they never gave me any free candy. My point to be said was,
and they don't right care about us.
Right, come on, man. like the stuff I was hearing, like this just can't be right. The hood not the same. The hood ain't been the same since they started buying our houses and making them $500,000.
All right, so copy. Ryan soft pedaling this, y'all. Let me jump in here, bro. I don't give a fuck about that Chinese store. Okay? They don't give a fuck about us. Why the fuck do you care about them? If we dumb enough to think every Chinese store in the history of the hood has had somebody named Kim working in this motherfucker, then you are stupid. That is them making a fucking mockery of us because they don't give a fuck about us. If they sold that property and they closing that motherfucker, it's because they turned a profit, okay? Fuck them and that store. All right. My whole thing with that situation was I couldn't believe niggas really cared this much about a fucking Chinese store. My mom had 2 stores in our hood. They closed. Nobody wasn't in the uproar about that. We physically had 2 stores. We had a store on the corner of 24th Street, around the corner from our block. All right. Nobody wasn't in the uproar about that. Niggas damn sure was still running around there to go buy wings from the Chinks when you know my mom drinks is way better. But my whole situation is we got too much real shit going on in our community. Like you talking about, nigga, home ain't felt like home in years because home is gentrified like a motherfucker. You go to the park now, nigga, they are having cookouts in the park. Like
They
they took
playing
the court,
volleyball.
they playing volleyball. They having a whole like reunion situation at the park. Like home ain't felt like home in so long. Like everything is construction, everything is priced out. All your memories is disappearing slowly but surely. Like you ride down the street, you don't even recognize half of this shit if you ain't been around in 2 weeks. Cause you like, when did they put a new house there? And they, like you said, these Jones is 500,000. These Jones is 400,000. And we talking on a little block with no parking, a 2-hour parking situation. Now everything except our block is 2-hour parking. Like you talking, you don't even got a parking space. You got niggas living in their cars down the street, and you paid $500,000 for this house. Like, we want to be outraged about some shit. Be outraged about the fact that niggas didn't see the bigger picture and that they sold their houses for $100,000 that's now being flipped for 800. Or niggas had properties and lots that they just didn't pay no taxes on or didn't keep upkeep on them and let the city snatch them, and now somebody else has got that whole situation. We had too much shit down here in this area where we're close to Center City. From our area in South Philly, you 15 minutes away from every other section of the city. Like, okay, you go this way, you in West Philly, this way you in North Philly, this way you down by the stadiums. Like, we always knew that. We always knew that this was like a prime situation, and why the fuck would you let them get down here? They already had Packer Ave. That was their area over there. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that over there.
But these are different ones. See, they're different. The Packer Ave ones don't like these ones coming in because they just don't care.
Well, nah, these ones coming in. These niggas is from out of town. We had the niggas lived across the street, bro. These niggas was from New York, and they pay let's say like $375 for that house across the street from my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga, they lived there on the weekend. Like
yeah.
we got too many situations. We got too much shit to be mad about that we worrying about this fucking Chinese store. I don't give a fuck about this Chinese store. I don't care about none of these fucking stores. They don't give a fuck about me. We've never had a store that had a give back situation to this community. Like you're saying, we never had a book bag drive. We never had no fucking, even, like you said, I ain't even Christian, but then we ain't never had a Christmas giveaway and none of this shit. Niggas don't even give you no candy for Halloween, like you said. Niggas don't give you a discount. If you come up $2 short, they're not gonna let you slide.
Only black store. And I'm not saying this is the only one for people that's in the community, but to my knowledge, who I deal with is the Works, and that's owned by Marv O'Connor. I'm saying he gives back.
Copy that.
So every time like our office is doing something, he wants to be involved and be a part. I respect that. I love it because I can go get my food that from somebody that looks like me. Like when I was a kid, your mom and them had the store. Like that was a thing, bro. Like that was powerful. I feel like enough people seen it, and like ain't nobody else follow up with it. Because that's a big deal. That's somebody look like you owning a business and they feeding you what you want to eat. I mean, don't be wrong, like the Chinese store is I can't even say it's cool. It's convenient, and it's not even really convenient because they're giving you BS. Like your mom making that food with love. They just dropping some shit in some grease and won't even know if it's changed. You know, this grease been changed. You know what I'm saying?
This is the whole situation with that. Like, though, like you said, like, shouts out to Marv, because the Works right there on the breeze. right there outside where the barbershop was at. Like anybody trying to do something positive in the community and the situation, I love it, and I will always try to shine a light on it when I can, with the bit that I can with my platform. So definitely, let's not gloss over that at all. The problem when we got these different situations though is we never want to see us succeed. All we do is try to compete with us. And like I said, when my mom had the store, niggas was still going there and getting whatever. Not just you was getting a low main, nigga, you in there getting 20 wings. Like, or whatever. Like, there's been plenty of people that had stores. We had the candy store on 22nd Street. Niggas wasn't sliding there because they was just going somewhere else. Niggas always look at your situation instead of being like, damn, that's what's up. If Ryan's selling lemonade outside on the block, the kids was selling water ice on the block this summer. I came up, give me 3 water ice, and here get this to the kids. Not saying none of this shit because I'm bragging about this shit, but this is what you're supposed to do. This was an episode that I did with Gotti's son. Not me, damn, with Mir. I said me.
Okay.
I did this episode with him. I think this is like episode 10. Was about the things that the kids get from us that they look at and that they respond to, they influenced by, and all of those different things. And he said when he was doing like some car washes or something, he said, when we try to do positive things, we need y'all to support it. We need y'all to back us on that situation instead of when we ain't doing nothing positive, we doing something negative, then y'all all talk about it.
Right.
So if ever I see some young boys around the way is doing anything, like if I got it on me, then you got it, youngin'. Like, because I want you to know, like, go ahead, keep doing it. Because when I was a young boy, I was selling bean pies at the barbershop. I was selling bean pies at the Juma. Me and Boris riding our bikes, and we gonna go hit all of the different spots so we can get these joints out. My cousin had the Islamic store right there on 23rd Street on Reed Street at the park. You gotta support these different situations when we got them, but we can't possibly be so fucking mad, outraged, and pissed off about a store or a whole situation that don't give a fuck about us. That strip lo mein ain't that good. Like, a little burnt last time I had one, but you know.
It's a little burnt, a little crispy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First thing, I went inside the store and it's just filthy.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is where we at. Like, this is where we at right here. Like, this is where we at. We to the filth. Ain't no heat in that chump. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just crazy how you'll look at, we have black-owned barbershops. You look how they're treated, and then you look at this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just adoring this place that's filthy, and they sell food. Place should have been not passing food, but that's a whole nother.
Especially like right now. A couple weeks ago now, at the time that the episode comes out, but you got the situation in Memphis where you got the 5 cops that just killed this boy. This is the type of shit we need to be mad about. This is the type of shit we need to be worrying about. The type of shit we need to be talking about. Like, not this fucking store. Like I'm saying, like it ain't really even so much about the store, it's what it represents. That we in a community, I tell people all the time, we didn't come from a diverse community. Our community was 100% black. There was not one white person until that one girl moved in, her and her sister. And that wasn't until like 07. So like, okay, we come from 100% black area where we probably own like 6 stores. And it was a horrible job for us for not supporting and encouraging them stores and making sure that them joints are still here. Because there ain't none of them still here. The only thing that's still here is the barbershops.
Point Breeze. No, it's one. Point Breeze used to be black, man.
Yeah. Point Breeze, the market going, everything going.
It used to be black, bro. That market. That was a shitty market.
That was the worst market in the history of markets. I ain't been
I'm
in
with
there
that
since
market
98,
going.
bro.
I'm not with what's went in this place. But that was a shit
I ain't been in
market.
that market since like 98, bro. They ain't never had nothing
market.
in there.
This is a shit market. It's a shit market, bro. Like,
what you think about that Memphis situation, though? So you're politically tied in with all of these different things. What you think about that Memphis shit? I don't really like to do current events on the podcast, but this is like one of them things that like you gotta kind of touch on, and everybody gotta.
Watching that video, man, that turned my stomach. Because at one minute we out here like, yeah, we can't keep letting white people do us like this. But this was
black dudes.
But this was a example of literally how we do each other. Like, one, it's 5 of y'all and there's 1 of him. Now, if it's 5 of us, it's not that hard to restrain someone without hurting them. Like they was kicking him. Kick, stomp, punch, beat with the baton. And I think they was low-key mad because they maced each other. And you know, a cop don't want to feel embarrassed. And you know what they always used to say? Oh, you made me run, I'm gonna whoop your ass. You're not supposed to whip my ass though. That's
For
the
no
part.
reason. The
You're not
whole
supposed
situation
to.
was for no reason.
Like it's disgusting, man. Like it's this. I want to go at the training. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like these psych evaluations, man. Like this has to happen. Like we don't know what we don't know what happened at home. We don't know what happened at home. We don't know what happened on the job. But that right there is unacceptable, man. Like somebody dead, bro. Like he dead. Ain't no I'm sorry, he dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he don't get the comeback. Everything like, and people that got sons, bro, like ooh.
It ain't even just sons. People who got daughters. Like
I know.
stuff like this. I didn't get through the video yet. I just was too caught up. I had too much going on. I'm gonna watch the video. I just had too much going on. By the time this episode is out, though, I'll be and watched it. And the debate in my head is how much of this am I gonna let my daughter watch, my oldest daughter, because I want her to be aware of this stuff. When the whole George Floyd situation happened, she sat there with me, and we watching this coverage. And you need to see some of these protests and these cars on fire, and explain to you why all of this is going on. I don't want you to be ignorant to this stuff. I don't want you to just flat out hate white people, because obviously this is not just a white situation. This is how do you say this is just a thing that's going on with the whole police force. This was always my problem with the people having a problem when people say all lives matter. All lives don't matter. All lives are not created equal or not treated the same. But we can't sit here scream holler about Black Lives Matter and get lost into the whole situation of what it was about. People got caught up into the organization when nobody gave a fuck about the organization. Nobody was saying Black Lives Matter because they love the organization. They were saying Black Lives Matter because they talking about their life matter and their kids, their mom, their aunts, their uncles, their community, that we all matter. Don't just come down here and do some shit like you did to this dude. What is his name? Tyrese. What is it?
Man, it's
no. Look, we can't not have my man's name. But we the situation was not about Tyree Nichols. The situation was not about Black Lives Matter organization, and the problem has been that everybody has always turned it into that's us doing this exact same shit, us turning against us and not seeing the bigger picture. You worrying about all lives matter and somebody screaming all lives matter when these Black lives don't even obviously matter to us all. If we watching a 30-minute video, y'all just whipping this man's ass for no reason. Ain't like y'all got a tip said he was strapped and he's gonna go shoot up a school or nothing. How the hell we got the one video where this boy shooting up a classroom and we got 45 cops sitting in the hallway doing nothing?
Damn that. The guy that attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that came out too.
He hit him with a hammer. They tackled him.
No, we got somebody. We have an active shooter in an elementary school who is actively killing kids, and the kids are calling and telling their parents, "Yo, it's going on in there right now." And we got the video of however many cops that was in the hallway. My man is pumping sanitizer in his hand. We got that video going on out here, but this is the same shit that we're doing.
Right?
Shit is insane. That shit don't make no sense. And like I said, I don't even really like doing current events because I like these topics to be evergreen. But this is the type of shit that we need to be outraged about, not just some fucking local bullshit store that don't give a fuck about us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's it, cash only. Oh god, they ain't paying that much in taxes. They take this cash only.
I think we take cash only because we shipping this shit home.
Yeah, absolutely. We sending that back to the land. You know what I mean? Nice doing business with you.
We the only ones who don't think like that though. That's the fucked up part.
Hey man, it's rough. It's rough. It's the whole community is this, and you see original people that's left, but it's like young guys. Like nobody cares. Like I had an argument with a few dudes. It's out in the front. We were talking, and they're like, yeah, this boy owe me bread, and I don't get my bread is up. I had to throw a monkey wrench in that. How much bread is it, bro? About 200. So you we'll do that for a deuce. Cool. Did you stop the guy from coming in here to take your grandma's house? Everybody got quiet. Everybody got quiet. Felt like the fella wanted to fight me after that. And I'm just saying, you ready to go take this man out, put your life on the line for $200? When you
especially now when it's cameras every fucking where. Everybody got the ring joints out, so you're going to jail.
But you ain't put up a fight to save your grandmama house.
Yeah.
See, I
up priorities.
I go to work every day. I ain't out here getting a tax-free check. You know what I mean? So they out here getting tax-free bread. Grandma's house should be taken care of. You should keep that. That should be kept.
That's fucked up priorities. That's motherfuckers not being. We just talked about this on last week's episode with the jewelers. That's having bad old heads. That's having people not. That's having people who are not equipped for the position leading you. Because yeah, but that's their bad old heads. Just because somebody's the oldest don't mean that they should be the leader.
Absolutely.
Like, and you gotta have, even if you have bad examples to follow, there's always something good out there. There's always a neighbor, a cousin, somebody out there who you can look at and say, this boy's doing it the right way, or this boy's doing something that's working. This boy's doing something that's successful. So let me gravitate more towards that than this, because like you said, you look up now and shit, we got like, ain't that many of us around here no more.
No, bro, it's short. I mean, we got some that's no longer with us. We got some that's behind bars, but it was a nice number. It was a nice number that was out here, and it's like you don't even see them as a rap. Yeah. They done settled somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Really can't call home no more, bro. Like it's crazy, man. And like I had our hood going crazy about this Chinese stuff, bro. Like South Philly, our side of Broad was in the uproar about this store. I had people call me from North Philly. Yo, bro, this store closed. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
North, I told my people from
North about the wrong shit.
I'll tell you about North. I said, y'all been sleeping because Temple been treated y'all. But I mean,
now I worked right there, so I seen all of that happening every day going to work. But now we're gonna switch it up a little bit now. Talk about you, my man. You got the jersey, appreciate it. You still never wore the jersey. We still need some photos of you in the jersey, brother. It would be lovely to have some photos of you to do the promotional situation for this episode by the time this one comes out. Just saying.
I will wear the jersey. The jersey is actually it hangs up at my desk. But I will wear.
We could take a picture of it after the desk or something like that. Man, we could have been did that.
I would, bro. Like my life, I'm jeans and loafers or suit ball. Like my whole stuff, everything's altered with me.
If anybody's watching on the E Block Radio Network, this brother has on white tee currently. He's off today. Okay.
I was not off today. I have the jeans on. This is my undershirt. You know had on a collared shirt with one of those with one of them dad hats. You know what I mean? Dad. You know what I mean? Like it's rough, man. It's rough. But I'm definitely gonna wear my jersey. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's actually the Toronto Blue Jays. It's the Blue Jays font.
Yeah, copy that.
Has 55 on the back. That was my number in high school.
I wore my Blue Jays type of joint. You know what I'm saying? I wore that to How to Hustle Live Show Part 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw that on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very nice jersey. Very, very fine jersey. Very fine.
We do good work over here, Custom Hustle.
Absolutely. I approve.
Tell me this now. You got anything coming up on the political side of things that we should touch on before we wrap up episode 99?
So we have a city council race and we have a mayor race that's coming. This is interesting, people. I mean, I think you should just tune into who these candidates are and see what they're about. I mean, I just feel like the part with the election, I feel like we don't really participate. We only participate in like presidential elections, and I'm gonna be all real with you. Presidential election is cool, but I don't really know how much Joe Biden gonna do for you. But what I do know is your city council person, your state representative, your state senator, the DA, the judges, the governor, lieutenant governor, those are the people that matter in your life. And you need to take those positions serious because, you know, if you got, it's just everything as far as your home. If you got people behind bars, you got people like you. It might be a judge is running, and he might have something against black men from age 18 to 25. That means me and Hype don't count. He has no problem with us. If we do something, you know, a little out of pocket, he may be leaning on us. But if you in that 18-25 bracket, he may throw the book at you.
I've been out of that bracket for a while.
So
This is the thing. We did this episode before. Shouts out to my man Big Dan. We did shit. We all had the right to vote. This is why I think we shouldn't all have the right to vote. Because people don't do their homework on these candidates and shit. They just go straight in the joint and go, I'm a Democrat, they're a Democrat, let's just vote for them. You got to do your homework on these people. Whether they Democrat, Republican, or if they independent, you need to know what it is. Like you're saying, these local situations are how I believe you should have like a tier system for voting. And if you can't get it right with your local elections and those situations, then you shouldn't go up the ladder to start voting for more shit. People will always say, like, what is Biden, Trump, Obama, what is any of them doing for you? What they mean by that is, are they sending a physical check to their house? No, they're not sending a physical check to your house. It's not about whether you're getting a check from this specific person, because that's all niggas mean. And then when you got the stimulus check, when there was a check from what was his name, from Trump, niggas just went, oh, that little bit of money was going after I paid these bills. Like, duh, that's what the fuck the money was for. But we need to have you educated on what the hell is going on in your local situation, so that like the next time your grandma's house don't get took, next time you know about paying the taxes. This is why you need to be teaching all this shit in school, so that you know and are prepared. This needs to be a class in 12th grade where it's like building you up to vote, having you understand the different policies and some of this shit like that's going on, because you shouldn't just have young, dumb, and ain't paid attention to nothing. When I was 18, Mom, who we voting for? Like, that was what the situation was.
Yeah, and I'm glad you touched on that, because like when I first voted, my grandma was like, I want you to vote for this guy. So I listened to my grandma, then I did my homework. Well, grandma, this guy been around since the 80s, whatever. He did like one thing. He hasn't done nothing since. I'm not voting for this guy. But why? Because he ain't shit, grandma. I'm just telling you the truth. He ain't shit. He did something at one time, and he hasn't done nothing since. He's been living off this one thing that he's done. He's this one thing. And I don't even know this one thing was that good. But he did it. It was just one thing. I'm not voting for this guy, grandma. Why, baby? Because he's not shit. Okay? He's not shit. He's just using this job. He's using this position. He's using it. He's not even really doing the job. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing you need to work on when you want to go vote for these candidates. Make sure they're going to do the job. Because you're
Make sure you know something about them other than they're just a Democrat or they're just a Republican.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
they got these things called the internet, and they got this joint called Google, and you can find out anything about these motherfuckers.
Google.
Why you on there Googling? You know what I'm saying? It's HYMPE. You Google me, all of my stuff comes up. They got photos of me and all of that. I'm pretty, important guy these days. But shouts out to my brother. Like I said, he's a day one situation. I knew this man his whole life because I'm older than him. So shouts out to my brother. That's episode 99. Next week is 100, y'all. We are before we out. Ooh, this is a good one for you too. When you hear my name, what do you think? Somebody say, yo, you know the boy Hank? What do you say? I almost forgot this. Goddamn, how I messed this one up with you.
What do I say?
Yes, somebody say, yo, you know the boy Hank?
Absolutely. Great guy, honorable guy. You got a problem with him? I'll be ready to risk it all with a whole suit on. Yeah, that boy family. Something wrong? That's how I feel, man. I mean, you're a great guy. I mean, that's come from great people, bro. That's how I feel.
Copy that. Appreciate it. That's episode 99, y'all. We are out.